Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Please, and welcome back to the Royal Generation of My Medieval Legacy Challenge. So we're following right on from the wedding. I posted a short little machinima to show the actual wedding part of the wedding because my fear of my wedding stories is very real and was also borne out like it always is. And I feel like with this series, I try and present these big milestone events in like a serious way, and the game does not like that. We're doing the reception live though. I figured that was a good compromise. So I've never done a reception event before. It's going to work the same as the wedding, but minus the exchanging vows and blah, blah, blah. So we are currently playing the Goth household. We have Martin, we have his mother Isabella, who is descended from Martha and Mortimer, so distantly related to the Goth family to start with, and then married back in many generations later. We have Felicity, who is Martin's younger sister. She's an adult. She's not married. I don't know if she's ever going to get married at this point. She might. I have married off some of the single nobles recently. And obviously we have the beautiful Justine, who is Edward's younger sister. She's still a young adult. At least a couple of you, as I'm recording this, and I'm recording this fairly quickly after the other one went live, have already noticed, and I did put it in the description as well, Edward didn't come to the wedding. That wasn't a deliberate decision on my part. He was invited. He just refused to show up. He didn't come to the wedding invite. I then had to sim call him. He didn't come. I tried summoning him with cheats. He didn't come. He was obviously very busy. He has been invited to the reception. So we'll see. We'll see who turns up. I am quite curious. We've got a whole bunch of activities here. I don't know how many of these will happen. I didn't have them make a cake, so cake is not on the list. I might have these two little cuties have a little flirt. I don't think it's that Edward disapproved of the wedding or anything. I actually think it's a brilliant match strategically, and if these two are in love, he's definitely not gonna stand in their way or anything. I'm wondering if he was busy with business of the realm. Also, you'll have noticed that right towards the end of the wedding, his wife got really angry. So, is that him? Are you here and taking out the trash? My guy, you are confused. That is not your job. Bless you and everything you stand for, especially given that he's turned up. I think we'll say that he was busy. There was news from the war front that he had to hear. Like, it was not optional, or he didn't feel like it was optional. Obviously, Fiona disagreed because she was mad. I think she was mad at him. So we're going to roll with that as our assumption. It was confusing, you guys. I tried. I really did. This is actually Felix's wife. So when Gabriel passes, which he's very close to doing, him and Bartholomew both are well past the end of what should be their elder lifespan. Aimee's turned up with cake, it looks like. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go inside. Can I do ceremonial activities anywhere? I can, apparently. I should probably have locked some doors, to be honest with you, because it is such a pain trying to get Sims to like stick to one part of the house. And this is the Goth estate, which is massive. Like I said to you guys, I am actually going to move this to another world. In the story, the house is still here, but I want to put Lily here with her spouse when she gets married, because I want her on a big lot. She has a big estate, and this is not that far from the castle, so it's just down the road. I don't think you can see the old Von Hornt estate lot from this neighborhood, because strictly speaking they are different neighborhoods. You can see the church over there. The castle would be that way. Maybe that valley that you can see there leads into where the castle is. That would make sense. I'm mainly curious to see how everyone interacts with each other. So Felicity, can I get you to serve all on that? And I'm also going to hire a mixologist, because I want everyone to like have access to everything, and I don't want my Sims to obviously have to do it. That's Justine's mother. She also, was she at the wedding? I don't think she was at the wedding either. I don't remember. Was Aimee there? Obviously Gabriel was there. He walked her down the aisle. Don't actually remember if I saw Aimee. I'll have to have another think, but I don't think she turned up either. Maybe she was feeling unwell, you know. So Justine's thanking her if that's the case, expressing gratitude that she's well enough to come, and also thanking her for coming. Okay, everyone else is arriving now. That's good. Ray is laughing at her dad, apparently. We've got Benedict over here, who is the Fae ambassador. Felix is married and has a couple of kids. So this is Fletcher, who is the nephew to the king, and you'll have seen him at the wedding. He's Gabriel's grandson and ultimately will inherit the Ward estate. He also has a younger sister who's also child age, who's around here somewhere. Well, Lily's over here talking about heartbreak. I think Lily and Fiona in particular kind of had to carry the social can for the king at the wedding. And I could see that that would have made Fiona angry because she does not enjoy that. And this is little Henry, who is the youngest child of Aimee and Gabriel, who is still a young adult, and he's a bit of a wastrel. Basically, he's the youngest spoiled child and has never really had to lift a finger in his life. So we've got to have a celebration feast. I assume we just call to meal, right? I wish when you called to meal off this table that they'd grab from all the different plates. I know it's technically just off one dish. Oh, and if you're wondering why Isabella is sad or was sad, she's still grieving Richard. Wait, is everyone having cookies? Did I click call to meal off a cookie plate? I don't know. I thought I did it off this taco casserole, which is a very medieval meal, obviously. They're all very hungry. They're eating in silence. It's fine. Oh, he's sitting at the head of the table. Accidental good choice. I think we'll get the king to give the first speech. I mean, kind of seems necessary. Okay, and Fiona is here. Is she still... She's not obviously angry. It doesn't mean she's not angry. She might have just had a chance to scream into a pillow or whatever, and she's feeling a bit calmer. Guys, Ray is glowing. Why is... She's not an alien. Why does Sims glow? What is happening here? Sorry, Edward, where are you? Am I talking over your speech, my guy? It's a good speech. He's talking about, you know, probably telling into embarrassing childhood anecdotes. I think Justine was still a child when he left. So he'd have some embarrassing anecdotes, but not the worst ones. Justine's main character flaw is that she's hot-headed. So, you know, well, someone needs to tell this dog to pee. Felicity, can I get you to get the dog to go out, please? I wish when you created adult dogs or whatever in CAS that they started potty trained. I know it's not always realistic, but I really do wish. Where are you going? Cross-stitching? I don't think so, darling. Why don't we go upstairs? Also, I did hire an entertainer. Ceremonial activities, gather for first dance. Let's do that. Did my bartender show up? I feel like none of my service sims showed up. I did pay for an entertainer and stuff. No, you will not go to bed. It's cheeky, but because my entertainer didn't show up and I would like music, I'm actually going to, because she would have been learning this since she was a child. The fact that she has no skills is a reflection of the fact this household isn't played. And then that way she can play the piano while they dance. I am really concerned about why Ray is glowing. We'll obviously deal with that. Oh my god, Justine! This is why I didn't want to do the wedding live. I think the worst thing that happened was one of the Sims peed himself. I have to do this the old-fashioned way. This is why my wedding stories is well, not the worst, because I think for rent's worse. Martin's also gone to bed. Fantastic. Get out of bed, you jerk. If I say gather for the first dance now, will they actually do it? Apparently having a piano playing doesn't count as music. Very romantic, Felicity. I've changed my mind. Maybe instead of concerto, you could play for Bella. No one's watching. And we've had a MC command center error. Fantastic. How cute are they? I'm just gonna take this quiet moment to let them have a dance. Wonderful. Wait. Did it end the wedding when I had that MC command center error, or did it legitimately end? Hell, hey look, my service sim showed up. Ridiculous. Anyway, it's fine. I'm feeling very salty right now. I give up. We had a lovely reception. It was cute. It was great. The service sim showed up after the wedding, so I think that's great. Feeling very feisty about this apparently. It's fine. So what I'm gonna do, given how late it is, I'm gonna put all this stuff in the fridge. And then I'm actually going to switch across to the royal family and send them home. Obviously, I had more things scheduled for the reception, but since the whole thing has crashed, we're going to give up. We're going to leave these two happily ever after in their married life. And like I said, at least Edward did actually show up for the reception. Because I feel like even if he had a good reason, the fact that Fiona was mad because it put all this pressure on her, Justine is hot-headed. She would have been mad at him. She probably is mad at him. But she's like chosen to, you know, Martin's told her to take a deep breath and not to offend the king. So she's chosen to like swallow her irritation because at least he showed up for the reception, right? Okay, so it's loaded us into the castle, but that's fine because I'm happy to actually bring these guys home. Now, it is a Tuesday morning. I think we might follow the teens to school today. I did say I was going to do that. The other thing I want to do, what is that? Career day. Oh, no, we don't want to go to school on career day. That sounds terrible. Okay, well, we're not going to school with the girls today then, because I'm not sending them to school on career day. And there's no way to cancel it. I'm glad I checked that. I would have been super annoyed. We're going to add a stay over because I would like to spend a bit of time with Gabriel. Aimee's only actually just become an elder. She's like quite a bit younger than Gabriel. But Gabriel, on the other hand, he would have, if I had aging enabled for the save, he would have passed away about a week ago. Why is he not listed? Why does the game hate me? Makes me want to cry. I'm not going to lie. Can I do it via the phone? This is like how the king didn't show up for the wedding and I couldn't figure out why. I don't understand. Okay, I've tried reloading a lot. It didn't help. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is send the kids to school and then we'll just invite them over. Maybe they're staying there tonight and they can come over tomorrow and we can like have tea, hang out, just generally socialize with the relatives. I'm going to just send everyone to bed because I'm sick of dealing with them and half of these Sims are catching strays because Desiree was not there. She's still glowing, by the way. She's not. Why was she? I am so confused about why she was glowing. One thing I realized I do need to resolve is Edward not coming to the wedding and the fact that Fiona was so angry. So I've got her arguing with him. The argument is about politics because my logic is she's angry with him for placing politics ahead of family. It's a bit of a selfishly motivated argument because genuinely she's more concerned about the fact that she got lumped. I feel like they're being quite loud. The fact that she got lumped with a lot of social responsibility. I think she resented that, but I don't think she'd admit that. Sure, you can like the jokes that Sarah tells. That's fine. So she's having a go at him. He's explaining that he needed, it was a report from the war and he needed to hear it, and it's unfortunate. The alternative would have been people could have died. I'm gonna say no for now. Do we have an argument winner? She is the loser of the argument. Look, that's good because she should be. So now I'm gonna have her apologize. She can't. Love that for me. I'm going to have her share her insecurities instead. And then I'm going to have her gossip about family drama. That's great. She's bringing him up to speed on everything else that happened at the wedding. And then I am going to have them woohoo and then go to bed for a little bit. I mean, it's like 6 a.m. almost. So she's like telling him exciting things from the wedding and then saying, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you? And then dragging him off to bed, which is fair. How are you guys going? We're down here doing homework. Desiree, actually, would be really helpful. Could you help with homework? That'd be great. In the chair, young lady. Show some dignity. And also, I don't know where Rhea is. Grabbing some food. Oh, she is actually quite hungry. Well, so are you. Stop gas bagging. Get some food. Is it realistic that these Sims who spent all night at a wedding reception would be on 3/4 energy? Absolutely not. But it's not cheating if it's in the game, and I didn't change their energy levels at all. I think what happened was I did the wedding. They were there. They should have been exhausted, but then when I've loaded into the household and started the reception, the game has reset the needs of all the wedding guests. So they all showed up full of energy. Realistic? Definitely not, but here we are. Send all students alone. And then now they're gone. The toddler's eating. No, leave her alone. Can I get you to invite your father over? If this doesn't work, I'm going to scream. We might actually have to travel somewhere with Gabriel. I want them to spend some time with Gabriel today. Okay, he is actually in the list. We're also going to invite Felix. We won't invite Felix's family, just because that's an extra 3 Sims and that's too many already, to be perfectly honest with you. Felix is going to be a noble lord. He's going to end up fairly soon, given how unwell Gabriel is. He's going to end up taking responsibility, I guess, for the water state. Like, it will be his baby, and I think he would want to make sure they're all on the same page in terms of the war effort and taxes and all that awkward stuff. I came to see what Edward was doing, and he's over here blowing a kiss to Fiona, so I guess they've made up. I don't actually think... Oh, she does have fears. This Sim always has relationship fears. I assume it's because she's jealous. Sarah would go all out, I think. She got a performance gain. Good work. All right, so here comes the family. What I'm thinking is we'll have Fiona talk to Aimee. You do know her, right? She should know her, because I remember Aimee interrogating her and Rhea. Oh, Ray is the other one that got married. I think the Sims were made by Diddy's. There were some Sims I got off the gallery that one of you guys made a while back, and it was like a house full of nobles, none of which were married to one another. They're all eligible. So I decided that the Queen of Brindleton needed a husband, so she has herself a prince consort. Where is she? Here she is. All right, let's focus the camera. Where did you go? We're gonna add you to a group. I will let her... What is she trying to do? What are you doing? It looks like she just stole some of the spices off that. I'm pretty sure that was a gardening glitch. That's fine. So let's go. I never use this room. This is supposed to be Fiona's room. The problem is there's nothing for the Sims to actually do in here. Oh, you're sick. That's unfortunate. Oh, she's covered in spots. That's actually Bartholomew's fault. He was sick at the wedding, which I noticed once he was there. Love that for me. Oh, and she's got her little wellness book as well. I've been having her slowly work on this aspiration. She needs to find peaceful surroundings, but the problem is that wellness books, listening to new age music, which is on my banned channel list, or smelling incense. So really she can only do books and the incense, and I don't want to have her sniffing incense constantly. There you go, girl. Take that medicine. So if you guys could sit together and then talk, that would be lovely. She's feeling angry because she didn't like the medicine. Hey, Felix. All right, Edward, leave the toddler alone. Genuinely, she's fine. Like, she's probably better than you, and I have cute things for her to do, and I'd like you to leave her alone, actually. She needs to work on her imagination. Her imagination skill's not great. So I mainly want them to, like, just catch up. They're obviously discussing, you know, he wasn't at the wedding. They're going to be asking why. They would know that it would have to be something significant. They know Edward's a good guy. Felix, also a good guy. It's just Henry and Justine, the younger two, both went a little, like, Justine's just a spoiled princess, which so's Fiona, to be fair. Give to family. They don't need it, but I feel like he would. Maybe he's paying them for sending supplies from the country. It's like a payment for war supplies. I've always had this theory, like, I gave him the generous trait so he could give money to people, and my theory was he should be spending money hand over fist for the war, and we make way more money than we spend on bills. Is that because I said give money and we had to stand up? No, we just had to give him a hug. Look, I do appreciate that. Fiona can make a high pop art, surrealism and impressionistic paintings. I don't think like any of them are appropriate, but that's all right. Yes, that's to pay for food, because he's in the farming district, so we're buying food for the supplies for the war. I like to imagine, because he didn't actually particularly like Victor, and if it's Victor that he's mourning, I don't think it makes sense. I think Gabriel's been unwell, and Gabriel's talking to the boys about how he's been unwell and about Felix's responsibilities. Oh, look at Desiree coming in to pay respects. I don't actually want you in here though, darling. Basically, Gabriel's saying to Felix, you know, you can rely on your brother for advice if you need it, but obviously he's the king, so I believe, you know, I have every faith that you can run the estates properly. You know, he's been helping him learn it all. Oh, by the way, look at... Felix was the skinny one who had, like, physical issues. He was born prematurely and stuff. We gave him the, like, dislikes fitness and the lazy trait to reflect his physical kind of impairments. But look, he's got a bit of muscle in there now. He's been, like, horse riding and doing his best to build up his physical stamina. So, yeah, he's looking good, I think. The main reason I wanted to do this, to be honest, was... I wanted all of us to spend a bit of time with Gabriel. Share kind words. He's so sad, but he's trying to put a brave face on it. It would be sad to know that, I mean, Edward's been kind of on his own for a long time, because since the king died, he's had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders, but also his dad's always been available. He could write him a letter. I don't know what's going on with that wall, by the way. There's some kind of laser thing happening, but that's fine. So yeah, his dad's always been available. Slowly, like you'd have to write him a letter. But he's always been available, and the idea that his dad might not be around for much longer is obviously devastating. What are you doing? Are you also looking for the laser? Look, I don't blame you. These guys are still talking. How did she get painting skill? They've just become good friends. That's good. I'm glad. I think Aimee is going to need the support. You're not giving your son a foot massage, are you? That would be weird. A hand massage, also weird. Not as weird as a foot massage, to be fair. What's going on up here, baby? Lily's A, Ray's A. All of the girls are A students. Woo! Except for this one, who is a child that needs to use a potty. Ha ha. Right, these guys are all heading off. We'll get her to potty train Ava real quick before she uses her diaper, because it is coming. Oh my god. Can someone take this child to the potty? She could have been halfway there by now. There we go. This is the kind of thing that drives me a little bit nutty. It's the simulation lag and everybody fighting to interact with the infants and toddlers. It's worse with infants than it is with toddlers. Probably would have been quicker if I'd had her just climb the stairs, but that's all right. Oh, she can graduate early. Oh, two of them can graduate early. Screw Sarah though, right? It's Rhea and Lily. Sarah, not so much. That's interesting. It's fine. We won't do that yet. I could see doing it with Lily. She is older. Sarah has a crush on the nanny? Absolutely not. I wrote that in all caps. That seems appropriate. Try as she might, she can't get over Carmen. Well, that is deeply unfortunate. I could cheat it off, but I've noticed when I cheat it off, it doesn't work very well. So I will have her try and get over it again later, and I'm going to have her practice. Oh, look at these two having a nap. They did have a very long night. So yes, I'm going to leave this one here. I'd love to hear what you guys think of the, well, mainly I want to know what your opinions are on the glowing. I know we have to follow up on the whole Rhea, Sarah, Bennett situation. I think that was his name, the Lundvik boy. I will, in probably the next part, organise for each of them to go out on a get to know you date with him, and we'll just see how it goes. Currently, I think Sarah's getting crushes on the nanny. Maybe that tells us something about her sexuality that we weren't aware of. I think Lily has a crush on Bennett, so currently I am leaning towards her. I mean, I've been leaning towards her all along. Like, not Lily. I'm saying Lily, I mean Rhea. I think she was the one that had a crush. Just because I selfishly want to keep Sarah here. I think she's a very fun sim. Very fun sim. And I think she's more fun if we have her in the household. But the flip side is if her and Bennett fall madly in love on this date, Rhea, I keep saying Lily, Rhea would be probably devastated by that. But I think if Bennett was pushing for one daughter over the other, oh, we can't play that now. Cool. Love that for me. Yeah, if Bennett was... Ooh, that shadow looks very disgusting. Yeah, if Bennett was pushing for one child over the other and Edward didn't have strong feelings about it either way, and that meant that Gregorius was pushing for one child over the other, I think we'd probably go with that. So we'll see. Gonna leave this here. I am rambling now. Let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I catch you next time. Thanks for watching.